All right, with the RadiantOptimizer program, I'm going to show you how you can get more FPS in Warzone, lower ping, better hit reg, and so many more features that you need in your gameplay to win those fights. And let's get right into the program. So as you can see, this is the dashboard. It displays your system health, your CPU usage, your RAM, your disk space. Below you have the network activities. So like, let's just say if you ran a speed test, you would see the chart for the download and upload. Here you have the disk usage. So I'm at 60%, which you're seeing here. So this shows you like a numerical graph. You have the RAM usage, and then just all down below is all your system specs. Inside nuclear tweaks, I will scroll through each page so you can read it. So with the tweaks that I have applied that you see, it's not recommended to copy tweaks of other users, as some users have personal preference on what tweaks they want. I do highly recommend you read each tweak so you know what you're applying and if it really applies to you. With the risky ones, it's not like it's going to make your PC explode. It's just letting you know. For example, this one says may negatively impact other apps requiring real-time data transfer like video calls. So maybe if you're on Zoom calls for school or whatever, the TCP packet prioritization tweak could possibly interfere with those. But again, this is all trial and error. It's as simple as enabling it and then turning it off just to see if it actually does affect anything related to what it says. And if it doesn't, then you're good to go. Always, when the program gets started, it prompts you with a create a restore point box, allowing you to restore. So just in case you do mess something up, you can restore it right back to where you originally started. So that way there's no mess ups. I'm gonna scroll through the rest of these pages. In here, we have the internet tweaks. The internet tweaks alone will automatically, once you start applying them, you'll see a huge difference. I've had numerous people say that the tweaks were amazing, that they really have lower ping. Now, of course, I do want to make a disclaimer. You're not going to just randomly go from 70 ping to single digit ping, such as like 9, 7, whatever the case may be. True single digit ping is only acquired by fiber internet. So if you do not have fiber, you are not going to get single digit ping. But with these tweaks, you will get lower ping, and you will 1000% feel the difference in bullet registration or hit registration in any FPS or any game you are playing. In here, we have the main tweaks. Now, if you look at the top, it will tell you what it is. So these are these system tweaks, and right below it, it gives you a description on what it is. So this says customize your Windows system with these advanced tweaks for enhanced performance, reduce interruptions, and an improved user experience. And I'm going to scroll through the tweaks again. In here, we have the performance tweaks. In here, we have the privacy tweaks. In here, we have the NVIDIA tweaks. Now, as for the NVIDIA and the AMD tweaks, these are GPU specific. So if you have an AMD GPU, then use the AMD tweaks. And if you have a NVIDIA GPU, use the NVIDIA tweaks. In here, we have the Nova tweaks. In here, we have the AMD tweaks. Now, as for the BIOS tweaks, the BIOS tweaks doesn't have anything that you can enable, as BIOS tweaks, as you can read in all the boxes you see on the screen, the BIOS tweaks must be enabled and done through the BIOS itself, because if you were to do your BIOS tweaks through a program, more than likely it's going to cause instability issues, or they just do not work at all because they are BIOS level tweaks. It just will not be a good outcome for your PC rig. But I will scroll through these as well. Okay, in here we have the quality of life tweaks. And then in here we have the Radiant tweaks. Now, in the P1 and P2 pages. These are page 1 and page 2. Both page 1 and page 2 will be full of these buttons, which are going to be tools and extra tweaks such as RAM cleaning, junk files, and many other tweaks that we have yet to add on the sidebar on the left. They will be full of tweaks. Every new update that drops will have new tweaks and new tools added. With the program, you only pay one time, and after that, you have lifetime access unless you change your motherboard or grab a new PC. You will continuously have access to all new updates coming to the program, so you're constantly getting new tweaks and tools for life. So in here, we have overclocking tab. You can go ahead and read through this in the program, but it basically explains everything you need to know about overclocking. Overclocking is very important, and it is very essential in boosting your FPS and lowering the latency on your PC, but you must do it cautiously and you must do it correctly, or you could cause instability in your PC, or you could damage some components, but not necessarily. But I do highly recommend you go through and read this entire overclocking informational page and definitely give it a shot. And then in here where the mail icon is, you will have our Discord link where you can join our Discord, where you have access to chatting with other users, reporting bugs, suggesting tweaks or suggesting types of tools that we should add, and many other things such as downloads, giveaways, so many more features in our Discord.